G'day folks, how y'all doing? It's me, Camui Kushi, and today we're finishing off Tataru's Grand Endeavour. It's the final part of her little quest arena. We're gonna get some emotional payoff for this whole little quest line. So let's have a little chat with Magina and see what happens. Yes, yes. Accept treasured bonds. Camulos, I have wonderful news. Thanks to your tireless deliveries, we are now overwhelmed with orders. Mistress Tataru's plan was a success. Right. So you can only do this quest if you've done all of the other deliveries for her. That makes sense. Makes sense. That's another shipment sent. I don't think I've ever packed so many parcels in my life. Who's this bloke? I don't know you, mate. Hi. Or do I know you? I don't believe we've met before, have we? Hello there, you! Oh no. This one. Hello there, you! Hi. What an incredible memory you must have to remember such as I. But I don't think we were properly introduced. My name is Hustard. Well, we bluffed our way through that. I was among those who travelled here from Palika's stand by way of Garlemald during the final days. You and your comrades ensured our safe arrival. Right. It was during one of the solo duties of Endwalker. Yeah. I've been working at Tataru's boutique with Magina and Varsarud, albeit behind the scenes. It's rare that I have the occasion to visit the storefront. An unfortunate side effect of the constant demands of all our staff, though I think we all agree that the hustle and bustle is for the best. Okay, are we done with the gift? But don't you wonder what we'll do once the samples have served their purpose? Our equipment is crafted to last, which is wonderful, of course, but also that means our customers are not like to require replacements for some time. Therefore, if we are not constantly receiving new customers, our good fortune will eventually sour, no? Mistress Tataru isn't so foolish as to have not anticipated such things. I'm sure she's already coming up with new and exciting products to offer our existing clients. Actually, I had an idea of my own. For a new product, I mean. Oh? In fact, I presented it to Mistress Tataru the other day. A new uniform to outfit the academics and researchers of Charlian. Oh, nice. Yes. They frickin' need an upgrade, oh my lord. They're wearing outfits from Heavensward. Aha, enterprising. And what did she say? Well, she seemed hesitant, which I could only interpret as reluctance to hurt my feelings with explicit rejection. I don't know if that's what Sarah would do. But then she told me she'd look into it further and draft a formal proposal for review. That's wonderful, Magina. When she said she'd look into it further, does she mean for you to conduct some manner of market survey of the academics and researchers? Just so, but, well, some of them are involved in such sensitive work that simply approaching them is out of the question. Which is to say, my petition to enter Labyrinthos was denied. Well, I can help there. Instead, I decided to try the studium. A secretarial mammoth was only too happy to schedule a meeting with an academic representative. Now that it's come down to it, I'm feeling ill with nerves. If it were on Mistress Tataru's behalf, it would be different, but this was my initiative, my idea. I'd offer to accompany you, but I have to mind the counter. Perhaps you could offer Magina your support. Perhaps I could. Leave it to me. Oh, thank you. Can I come as well? I'd like to start thinking of what supplies we'll need for artisans once our plan is approved. Of course. Very well then. To the studium we go. Let's go. I'm gonna teleport though. I'm not gonna walk the way. I walked for the MSQ. I'm not walking for this. What's that Lullafell doing? Dun, 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 dun. Is it late? I'm seeing fewer and fewer people around. It must be getting late. Oh well. Okay, right in here according to the map. Yeah, look at this. These outfits have been around since frickin' Heavenswood. They need updating bad. Okay, let's see. Who are you? You're Hasahar dude. In Thavner, a man of science is almost certainly a practitioner of the alchemical arts. But these scholars pursue all manner of disciplines, some less practical than others from what I've seen. Okay, talk to Magina. This building might well be a temple for how austere it feels. I'm glad I have your company. I was told that Ki Leopo will be meeting us here. I'm sure they'll be along shortly. Oh, I know her. I've done all of the studium quests. She should know me too. Assuming they have that flag ticked. Hi. Hello, representatives from Taru's boutique, I presume? And me. Oh, Camulos. What a pleasant surprise, though I suppose your presence should merit no shock at all, given the breadth of your generosity. Ah. Yo. But pleased to make your acquaintance. My name's Magina, and I'm ever so obliged to you for making time to speak with us. Kia Leopo at your service. There's no need to stand on ceremony. I assure you, most of our academics are far more concerned with their research than pleasantries. Admittedly to their detriment at times. Anyway, how may I help you this evening? I find it interesting that not everyone says any road anymore. Everyone in A Realm Reborn, and most of Heavenswood as well, would say any road instead of anyway. A uniform for our academics and researchers, you say? I myself am ill-equipped to offer an authoritative opinion on the matter, so permit me to arrange some meetings with faculty representatives. I've probably met them too. Please make yourselves comfortable in the auditorium while I go and summon a few of our more personable personnel. Okay. Huh. Who is going to be coming in? Is it anyone I know? Oh yeah, I know her. It's her from the smithing quests, I think? Or is it the jeweler quests? Goldsmith, I should say. Well, in the Faculty of Archaeology, we spend much of our time traipsing about ancient ruins, which often ends up ruining our clothes, if you'll pardon the pun. An outfit durable enough to handle extended use would be welcome, but it would need to be lightweight and breathable as well. Equatorial deserts can be most taxing, but then again, you'd be surprised how many relics are hidden at the bottom of lakes. And northern waters can get quite chilly. As it stands, my colleagues and I throw on any old thing for our fieldwork. Whatever we have on hand that is suitable for the conditions, with the understanding that it may need to be disposed afterwards. Poor Boric works his fingers to the bone as it is, and if Professor Nemono caught me shopping for fancy clothes instead of interns, he'd be the one dressing me down. Misplaced priorities, never mind the tight budget. None of this is what you were hoping to hear, I realize. No, thank you for your candor. It's true. New kit can be rather expensive. We must ensure our prices stay affordable. Okay, it's this fella. Maybe his was the goldsmith one. The ideal outfit for astronomers? Wait, Jeremy mentioned something about fashion recently. When we were stargazing. What was it? 'Tis not clothes that make the man, Jude, but the man that makes the clothes. Yes, very lovely and poetic, but I haven't the foggiest what it means. Never change, mate. Well, I suppose we astronomers often conduct our celestial observations from locales remote and subsequently chilly. You know, mountaintops and the like. So something warm? If warm is truly their only requirement, then I think it's safe to say this is the opposite of an untapped market niche. You're not wrong. And this gal from the culinarian ones, De Broy. The Faculty of Medicine has strict requirements for dress on account of hygiene regulations. Fabrics that are resistant to stains and possess antibacterial properties are a must, for example. Additionally, we students of the nutritional sciences must vigorously dart about the kitchen, so dressing for comfort is nearly as essential as cleanliness. And if it were fashionable enough to perhaps inspire others to follow in our footsteps, all the better! Indeed, style is an essential ingredient, like the perfect loaf of Mervyn bread. The ideal outfit should not only embody practicality but leave all who behold it with a feeling of aesthetic satiety. I wonder how much of this is affected by having done the studium quests. Probably not very much. Unless they just chuck in an extra line or two, I guess, to reference the studium quests. I am curious though what the differences are. From the gathering, botany and mining one, Hinagashi. We require no such clothing in the Faculty of Anthropology, for we make all that we require right here. Rather, Professor Tankin prefers to do so, that he may better understand how necessity begets innovation. I can't say I completely agree with his logic, though I suppose I've grown to appreciate his sense of aesthetics now that the professor and I are... But that has little bearing on this project. Knowing smile. This fella from the fishing ones. Not long ago, an outfit that ameliorates etheric sickness might have been my answer. However, thanks to the Faculty of Medicine's miraculous, if experimental treatment, I no longer have such need. Hooray, he can go on little trips on his own. What's more, I don't know if I could bear to don anything but this professorial gown. At least for now, I worked so hard to earn it. This is not going so well. Is that it? I think that's everyone, isn't it? I think there were only 5 questies. Well, how did it go? I don't know, to be honest. Everyone has such different preferences that I'm not sure if it's even possible to satisfy them all. A fair concern. The studium's faculties are filled with opinionated individuals, each with their own peculiarities. Additionally, our academics spend much of their time engaged in fieldwork, as opposed to seminars, which further complicates stipulations of dress. In other words, we have our work cut out for us. Academics sound just as unique as adventurers. Wait, is that it? Indeed, it was naive to assume that one type of uniform could account for the needs of all academics. We had best return to the boutique. Thank you for your assistance, Mistress Aleopo. Bye. I truly thought I had a good idea. No doubt Mistress Tataru knew of its folly, but had me research it regardless, so that I might reach the conclusion on my own. Or maybe she had hope that you'd come up with an idea of your own. Don't be so down on yourself. She meant well, I'm sure. See how the hardships make you strong. That's an important phrase to you, isn't it? I believe I've heard that expression somewhere before, but where? Top one. To feign ignorance. Perhaps in Thavnair, it comes from the teaching bestowed upon us by the old gods. Many of us took comfort in the words during the final days after we fled Palika's stand. You may have heard it spoken then. Getting a little flashback. When we call upon the divinities, it is not to beg for salvation but for guidance. Makes sense. So long as we live by their teachings, there is no hardship we cannot overcome. This is a core tenet of Harnish faith that has seen us through much adversity since the founding of our nation. Also kinda helped a fair bit during the final days, but anyways. It is as you say, Hasdard. Yet until you did, it did not occur to me to consider how they might apply to my personal struggle. Coming to Shalane and working with Mistress Tataru at the boutique, I've met so many people from all sorts of cultures, but in trying so hard to accommodate their wants and needs, I fear my own heritage is becoming an afterthought. Aha. There is no shame in dedicating yourself to your work, and as we all have our limits, compromise and sacrifice are inevitable. It may surprise you, but once I aspired to become a steward. Look back on it now, it feels fanciful. Strange that we so easily let our dreams be cast aside by circumstance. I swore nothing would stand between me and my chosen path, and yet here I am. I know the divinities will guide us wherever we go, but what if we stray too far? Would I be the fool to suggest that perhaps we return to Thavnair? You might get some inspiration there. But Mistress Tataru has done so much for us. We cannot simply leave the boutique on a moment's notice. Maybe not, but what of our family and friends? It is one thing for us to send money and well wishes. But I wonder if we could not do more if we were there, helping to rebuild. We haven't been back to the village since the final days, and if we're already forgetting our lives, I don't know. I just think Mistress Tataru should know how we feel is all. Fair. Interesting. I wonder if it's going to end up being a farewell gift, the thing that we've been making then. Not as just a thank you, but also like as a toodaloo. Let's see. Vegina, what you got to say? Suppose I have been dedicating myself to work. But is this who I wanted to become? A Harnish who's forgotten her culture? Vasarud says that Mistress Tataru should be stopping by soon. When I asked how she felt about returning to Thavnair, she said she'd need time to consider. For my part at least, I think consulting Mistress Tataru will help put my mind at ease. Okay. Let's see what our little friend has to say. Hi, what a busy counter we have tonight. Hasdard, it's good to see you out from behind your usual shipping crates. Yes, I thought I'd come and help Magina with her research. We've just returned from interviewing academics at the studium. About that, Mistress Tataru. Explain. What's Tataru's reaction going to be? Suffice to say, their requirements were all radically different. I know I set a uniform for researchers and academics. I'm afraid I may have deeply underestimated the feasibility of such a project. And that's perfectly alright. The important thing is to learn from what you discover so you can retain and apply that knowledge as you continue on your entrepreneurial journey. The right idea for a new product will find us when it's ready. In the meantime, I have more samples in need of delivery, seeing as Camulos is very conveniently standing within my line of sight. 1,000 pardons, Mistress Tataru. But before you continue, I wish to speak with you on a personal matter. You have shown us incredible charity, which makes this all the more difficult to ask. But I wonder if I should return home to Favner. Please do not mistake this as dissatisfaction with our arrangement. If anything, I've grown so accustomed to life in Chilean that I fear I've begun to forget myself. My dreams, my faith, the person I used to be before I came here. Not only that, in spite of my regular remittances, I worry that our village struggles to rebuild after the final days. While I've happily removed from a I live happily removed from a burden I ought to share more. It feels disingenuous to both my home and the many kindnesses you continue to show us. I see. Do you both feel the same way? I've been so devoted to my work that I hadn't given much thought to returning to until Hasdad mentioned it, but to claim I am not worried about the village would be a lie. While I'm of similar mind to Magina, I must nevertheless remain here. Among other reasons, there is a project I'm resolved to complete. Ah, of course. Cough, cough, wink. Well, I'd be so very sorry to see any of you go, but if remaining here causes you grief, I will spare no effort to see you home safely. Which is why I've decided our next set of samples shall be delivered to Palika's stand. Appropriate. Furthermore, I asked that those who wish to visit accompany Camulos on his errand. Seeing how the village fares is no doubt the best thing for both of you right now. It'll help you to understand your feelings, after which we may proceed however so you desire. Howsoever. Never mind. And should your colleagues require it, I'm sure you can be relied upon to dispense the perfect advice. Thanks for palming the job off onto me, Tataru. You're not wrong, no. Not wrong. Vagina, Hasdad, give everyone my regards. Okay, time to bugger off over to Palika's den then. And it's settled. I'll begin preparing the samples at once. Allow me to assist. Thank you. No matter what happens, we must finish Mistress Tataru's necklace. Are we ready to proceed with the restoration, do you think? I dare say we have enough additional materials thanks to Camulos's dedication. As for the work itself, I thought we could entrust it to the lapidary mistress Tataru once apprenticed with. I'm sure that'd mean a lot to Tataru. I was sort of hoping I could do it. Oh, I am a crafter. I'm going to say that. Ever so eager to contribute. Fear not, I have an especially important job for you later if you'll pardon the mystery for now. Okay. Let's leave the necklace in Vasarid's capable hands and join Hastad and Scholar's Harbour. Okay. At least they acknowledged. At least they acknowledged that you could be a crafter. That is nice. Okay, where is Hastad? Down here at Scholar's Harbour. Okay, I'm gonna do a little teleport to get down there. Clickety. Ethernet. Scholar's Harbour. Okay, facing the right direction. Brilliant. Now, who am I speaking with? Ah, there he is. Talk to Magina first. Hello. I never imagined we'd get the opportunity to return so quickly. I hope everyone's doing well. Let us leave. I remember when we first set foot upon these docks. After a long, exhausting journey through the frozen wastes, after surviving those horrid beasts, Mistress Tataru was a warm beacon of light. Working at the boutique has helped us rebuild our lives, but I will never forget that feeling of powerlessness. Should I have stayed in Palakistan and tried to defend my people? Was I a coward to flee? Is it a betrayal to my home and to myself to remain here? I can't stop thinking in circles. Anyway, I am glad for this opportunity to better understand where my heart truly lies. All will be well, I'm sure. We must head off, lest we miss our connecting flight. Wait, you can catch flights from here? I thought it was just boats. I didn't realize you could fly from here. I haven't been flying from here. Have I spent the last 2 years teleporting to here when I didn't need to? Oh well. Okay, where is this? Oh wow, it just drops us right. Oh my lord. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, no you can't. Kagane, Ishgard. Okay, so yeah. No trip to Old Chelan. Okay. We're back. We're truly back in Favner. Was rides at hand always so grand? I can't believe we lived so close yet rarely made the trip. Fair. You remember how it was. Village duties always kept us too busy to travel. Defending pilgrims was trying enough for the stewards even before the final days. I wonder how many temple roads are still traversable. If even those in Rads at Hand struggle to travel for worship, our feelings of estrangement may be more common than we think. Fair. Since we've come all this way, would you mind terribly if Hastad and I toured the city on our own? Let's plan to meet in Palakistan Danon. Okay, that works for me. Now I can take little Warpy out of town. What is it? Oh, right. Care to the first site. There we go. And then we'll do a little bit of flying. On my dog. Oh man, I love Mount Roulette. Okay, Cosmic Crystallite. I'm gonna need to get a lot more tomestones. There's the destination. Waiting. They changed their outfits. Cute. They're wearing the Palika stuff. Home at last. Yes, home. I can finally breathe again. Come, let us find the elder. Where be the elder, mate? Huh? Oh, I know this bloke. Elder Uravet. Hastad, Megina, how wonderful it is to see you again. I have been so worried. Tell me, how is life in Chelan? Are you being treated well? Oh yes, Elder. Our employer, Mistress Tataru, is the kindest businesswoman. In fact, she arranged for us to accompany Camulos on his errand here so we might enjoy some time at home. That is very good of her indeed. I'm relieved to hear you are being looked after. Hi. You are ever a guardian to our people. Thank you for seeing these children safely home. Now then, what is this errand you speak of? Here, have some goods. Take it. How splendid. Our stewards shall put these to good use. You may be assured. If only we could repay your generosity with something even half as marvelous. Alas, ours is a village of little extravagance. Everything seems as it ever was. Indeed, with the support of the Radiant Host and the funds you and others have sent, we have regained much of the peace we once knew. Thank the sisters. Still, there was something I wished to speak with you about, Elder. Okay. You're worried that your heart grows distant from Favner, that you have wandered too far from home. But my child, it is only right that you should wander, that you should roam. Your heart's connection endures, no matter where you go. You yet think of us fondly enough to visit, yes? And send us skill you can spare, do you not? Gestures perhaps, but not true commitment. Should I not be here with all of you working to restore our village? There is no restoring our village, Hastad. Without those we lost, Palika's stand will never be what it was. We must instead do all we can to become a new village, with a new future ahead of us, although the particulars of our path are not yet clear to me. How so? Ours has always been a settlement of stewards, as well you know, tasked with the protection and preservation of Thavnair's sacred sites. But we have seen our roads shaken and temples defiled by beasts. The material is not always within our ability to protect. True. What is everlasting is faith, the bonds between our people and the divine. Through the old teachings we remind ourselves of life's meaning. Yet if we wish to ensure our traditions endure for generations to come, should we not strive to do more than maintain our temples until pilgrims deign to visit? Ah, but I do not wish to tie you with an old man's musings. Surely there are other ways of ensuring our people remain connected to their heritage and faith. All we need is the right idea, something new our village could offer. Well, well, my words seem to have inspired you. And with worldly insights you have gained, I am sure any future you envision for Palika's stand will be nothing short of remarkable. But there is no need to rush. Take some time to speak with the others and make yourselves at home. Because it is your home, technically. Welcome home. So, oh, this is a multi-part quest, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Guess we're talking to Hasdard. Again. Or gift. What is this? Accept. How foolish I was to think the answer would be so simple. I would come home, roll up my sleeves, and help restore our village to the way it was. I would find fulfillment. Alas, not all that was lost can be reclaimed. Our people face a new struggle, but perhaps by discovering new ways for the village to fulfill its duty, we might yet help our community. Exactly, like the Elder said, surely our experiences in Chilean have given us a unique perspective. Not to mention Camulos' extensive knowledge of the world. I'm sure that between the three of us we can come up with a brilliant plan to support Palika's stand. Yes, you're right. And I'm sure that hearing how everyone fares will give us insights as well. Oh wait, that's the wrong voice. Doesn't matter. Not a soul here will ever forget the hero of Palika's stand. I'm sure everyone will be just to speak with you as us. Okay. There are also others with whom I'd like to speak once we've finished here. Of course, we mustn't forget to pay our respects. Oh. Okay, they're accompanying me. Let's go talk to people. Okay. Are there any spots we can stand around to just chat together? Actually, I suppose we can... Oh, wait, there's people in here, aren't there? Yep. Oh wait, no, that's a quest. Never mind. Okay. Let's talk to Hasdard. Small talk. Aside from the money we and the others working elsewhere send back, the village is largely reliant upon the generosity of the faithful. Our avenues for income are quite limited. Unthinkable in a place like Chilean, perhaps, but it is how we've always done things. Even so, I wonder if such an arrangement is still viable in this day and age. We're going to come up with some kind of craft for them to ply, aren't we? It would do little good to return home only to become a burden. That's why I'm determined to come with an idea to help our village. Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice that beautiful equipment you delivered to the Elder. As a weaver who crafts armor for our stewards, I would love to hear more about its origins. Is this how they're going to expand Tataru's manufacturing capabilities? Created in cooperation with guilds from across the world? Oh, I must have a closer look. The final days exposed the limitations of my skills Traditional Thetnerian techniques alone did not suffice. I am eager to hone my craft by studying the works of foreign artists. Although in my weaker moments I often wonder if purchasing armor for the stewards would be a superior solution. Alas, that would require a surplus of coin as well as available product. As a village sustained by donations and remittances, we'd be hard-pressed to afford anything so expensive, even if such suppliers were to venture this deep in the jungle. Okay. Let's talk to this person next, I guess. Oh, hello there. Staying for a while or just passing through? Our recovery has been slow but steady. I am concerned for those who struggle with wounds our healers cannot cure. The final days must have passed, but grief and trauma are not so easily overcome. Or ever for those who must accept them as constant companions. Ours is a tightly knit community, but I worry for those in the capital and abroad. I imagine it is difficult for them to honor the old teachings that they labor so far from home. Interesting. So many of us fled during those dark times. If only we could bring the comforts of community to all Hanish. Okay, so it's going to be something like crafting traditional Harnish attire using techniques from elsewhere to make it durable and useful, blah blah blah. Probably. If it isn't Hastad and Magina, accompanied by our savior no less. Welcome home, welcome home. True, we are a bit short-handed these days, but we manage nonetheless. While there is a happiness in being reunited with our young ones, we're just as happy knowing that you are walking your own path, no matter where it leads. I remember Hastad couldn't wait to become a steward when he was little, but as far as I'm concerned, sending aid from afar is just as praiseworthy as tending to the temples here. Times are changing, and who is to say that this cannot be another form of stewardship? A steward who supports the village from afar. I never even considered the possibility. Seeing everyone so eager to help one another makes me more determined than ever to contribute. But before anything else, shall we go? Let's. It'll be good to visit. To Perusa then. Okay. We're going to say g'day to some departed, I imagine. Could we ask you to accompany us? The temple roads are perilous and your presence would be a great comfort. Okay, I'm gonna drive my car though. Oh, there is a spot to talk on the way. Discuss the Shroud of Samgar. I never used to give it much thought to those who walked these roads before me. Countless pilgrims who risked their lives for faith. Aware of the dangers ahead, they pressed on. So strong was their devotion, so sacred the tradition. It is a perilous path you walk, so it is written, and so too our forebears must have felt when braving these jungles to reach what would become our beloved home. When I was little, we used to run through these wilds, playing steward and imagining fierce battle with hideous beasts. Got the scolding of a lifetime when our parents found out. But when it happened, when the sky turned red and the jungle spewed forth unspeakable horrors, I could do nothing but cower. Perhaps that's why I feel so guilty for not returning, for not doing more even if it may never be enough. But this time I will rise to the occasion. I'm enjoying these two's character arc. Honestly, it is gratifying having stuff like this tied up. Because, like, obviously the effects of the final days and everything had far-reaching consequences, and you didn't necessarily really feel them. But now we're kind of feeling the results of those effects, you know what I mean? Okay. It's bringing things full circle almost, I guess. It's been a while. Yes, but we made it. I'm home, Mother, Father. Maybe I should pay my respects too. No? Yes? Oh, dawn is breaking. Here at Perusa, we may commune with the spirits of the departed. Neither Magina's nor my parents survived the final days. I told them about how you saved us and we're doing well. I know they will rest easier for it. May the next time we visit be to deliver glad tidings from Palika's stand. Though I was relieved to find the village in a better state than I had feared, it seems there are still issues we might help address. Finding a steady source of income, for instance, so the stewards can properly be outfitted without overwhelming our weaver. I was so troubled to hear about how those continue to struggle without support of the local community. Must be some way to provide respite. Yes, indeed, but the question is what? Do you have any thoughts? Oh, I have a couple. Ask yourself, what would Tataru do? Never underestimate the power of a partnership. Expand your horizons. Think big. Let's say this one because it's the least cryptic. Never underestimate the power of partnership. Indeed, Mistress Tataru developed the boutique through close partnerships, after all. And look how far it's come. Wait, that's it. If Palika's stand were to enter a partnership with the boutique, that might lead to great opportunities. There you go, she got there. I think you're onto something. If the boutique sold wares the village produced, for instance, our people would have a reliable revenue stream, and Tataru would have a manufacturing source. But what can Palika's stand offer, and to whom? How about amulets and talismans, or images of the deities? Something simple crafted with love for our homeland and our faith, so no one forgets or feels forgotten. I like that. Our temples were created in remembrance for our ancestors and divine teachings, but reminders needn't only take the form of great works. A small keepsake may be just what our scattered brethren need to reassure themselves that they are still members of the community. This could be the answer we're looking for. I can't wait to tell Mistress Tataru. Heck yeah, bro. Let's get back to old Chilean then. Rather, I can't wait for you to tell Mistress Tataru, Magina. It was your idea after all. Aw, fair. Pah, a team effort, let us say. I certainly couldn't have come up with it without you and Camulos. If our proposal is approved, Mistress Tataru will no doubt need assistance in Chilean. I'm ready and willing to provide it, but what of you, Hasdad? What will you do? I too will return to the boutique. One day I will come home to stay, but for now, I wish to do all in my power to help our village thrive. Heck yeah, boy. I'm relieved to hear you say so. Let us go and consult with the elder about our plan. And off we go. Oh, right. I was going to say back to Old Chilean, but we got to head back to Palika's stand first. I'm going to do a little bit of teleporting, though. I'm going to be a little bit lazy and just walk there. Oh, never mind. The game's doing it for me. I hear you are kind enough to escort these children to Perusa. Again, you have my gratitude. Oh, and your feelings... Wait, I missed that. Are your feelings any clearer for it? I think so. Magina and I talked it over, and we believe we have struck upon a new way the village might support our people. Explaining. Tangible mementos of our faith. An interesting proposition. Many here would be glad to create such reminders. I expect those unable to perform strenuous labor would be especially grateful for the opportunity to contribute to the prosperity of our village. To say nothing of these options these additional funds would provide. But most importantly, we would be able to help those who have chosen to live apart from us feel much more connected to their community and their faith. I am proud of you both for discovering such an innovative way to do so. It would likely mean Hastad and I will stay in Chilean for the foreseeable future. Then take with you the knowledge that no matter where your journey takes you, our hearts will always be as one. May the sisters guide you. We'll come back again, I promise. In the meantime, we shall see our plan to fruition. I'll send word once we've determined the particulars. Right then, Chilean awaits. Let us leave. I'm just gonna do a little bit of warping. Just a little smidge of warping. Let us go. And leave. Okay, back over to the boutique, I assume. I'm very surprised this isn't a green one and it's finished. I guess there's one more conversation to be had. One more scene. Actually, that makes sense. Have one more scene and then it'll be the completion one. Camulos, the necklace is back from the lapidary. He had nothing but fond memories of Mistress Tataru and was eager to pour his everything into the restoration. The result is magnificent. The original sapphire accented with a black pearl from the ruby sea and the rose shell of Werlet united by a length of Mackay leather. A singular necklace symbolizing Mistress Tataru's past and present. By the sisters, what a remarkable gift. Yeah, you did good. However, it wants for a finishing touch. Aha, and that's where I come in. Preferably by your hand, Camulos. After hearing about your visit to Palika's stand, I know just the thing. In short, we'll be proposing a new line of products to help our people feel close to their roots, yes? So in honor of Mistress Tataru's roots, I would have you inscribe the symbol of Nalthal on the back of the pendant. That's a good touch. Sure. I'll do my best. It would be my honor. Screenshot though. Leave it to me. Okay, that's very easy. I am, after all, a master craftsman. Thank you. You could have left the whole thing to me and it would have been perfect. Crafting sounds. With painstaking effort and unwavering focus, you engraved the symbol of the traders onto Tataru's necklace. Any who behold it will surely know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this final flourish was the product of your heroic hand. Oh gosh, I hope that's a good thing. I'm sure she will adore it. Our work here is officially done. Yeah. I've just received word from Mistress Tataru. She should be arriving in Scholars Harbour soon. Let's go and meet her there. Egg you. Are we going down to the harbour for another scene? I mean, that's fine. Making us walk all over the place, what the heck. Oh, never mind, we're skipping that. Cool. Ding-a-ding-a-ding. Heck yeah. Look at that cute little potato. I wasn't expecting a personal escort from the docks, though I dare say I could grow accustomed to it. How was your time in Palika's stand? Did you find it worthwhile? You could say that. I'm gonna miss a lot of the Endwalker music. So while they do have interest in our equipment, matters of recovery are the greater concern at present? Recovery, yes, but also growth, which may lead to a lucrative opportunity for the boutique if you'll permit me to suggest another new product. What if we offered handicrafts designed and produced by the people of Palika's stand? Authentic works representative of Harnish culture. For those of us living abroad, reminders of home would do wonders to ease the feelings of estrangement, and for others, such pieces would be appreciated as beautiful works of art. Our village is up to the task. You will not be disappointed. Doubt not their conviction, Mistress Tataru. product that embodies Thavnir's spiritual beauty to be shared with the whole world, why the boutique should offer nothing less. Though we've made wonderful progress with our samples, I believe it's time for a change of pace. And handicrafts born from a heartfelt desire to celebrate one's culture is bound to resonate with others. Yay. Given her eagerness, I presume Gina intends to stay and help facilitate this new venture. But how about you, Hestad? You felt the call to return to Thavnir rather more strongly, as I recall. Yes, well, after talking with everyone at home, I realized that living apart from them does not mean I must forsake my childhood dreams of service. I believe I can best serve my people by staying in Chilean and continuing to work at the boutique if you'll have me. With pleasure, Hestad. Thank you. All's well that ends well. Here we go. Mistress Tataru, if it would not be untoward, we would like to present you with a small token of our appreciation for everything you've done for us. Here we go. Here you are, my friend. Not untoward at all. Rest assured, I shall graciously accept all offerings of praise and adoration, especially ones as fine as this. When's she gonna realize what it is? But how queer! This sapphire looks remarkably like the one my... Camulos? Is this my mother's sapphire? Hers, so now rightfully yours. I hope we haven't overstepped our bounds. Look, I put the symbol of Null on this pack. Oh no, I kind of want to say that, but also, oh my god, what a goobery thing to say. You know what, I'm going to take the goober option. I'm going to be a goober. Look, I put the symbol of Null on the back. Look at it. Look at it. I did that. I did that. It was me. Did you now? What an auspicious necklace it has become. Goodness me. Never in my life did I imagine I'd see this jewel again. Aww. It was part of a family heirloom. When my mother was married, she received it from her mother. Aww. How her eyes sparkled when she spoke of one day giving it to me. I'll never forget. But when Father's business failed, we lost everything. And that was the last I saw of it. Though your heirloom did not survive in its entirety, Master Pepin managed to recover the sapphire. From there we collected parts from clients during the sample deliveries and commissioned the necklace you now hold. Now that I think of it, Camulos did often receive mysterious gifts on those visits. So that's what that was about. Hehehehe. Time after time I'm reminded of that fortune in coin promises only a fraction of the wealth that friendship provides. When my family lost its last gil, I became a lapidary's apprentice. And that's how I met a certain miner named Minfilia. Oh, that's why Minfilia wore miner's gear in 1.0. Interesting. We hit it off instantly, chatting every time she brought in gems for appraisal. And then one day she came not with her usual haul, but with an invitation to join the Path of the 12. The rest, as they say, is history. So that's how they met. Interesting. One serendipitous meaning that led to so many others, that led to so many incredible adventures. Frick. That's really emotional. I'm tearing up. Frick. I saw a poor little girl reunited with a priceless memento. You bet. Our teachings say that there is more Our teachers say there is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. But we never need suffer alone. And what is more beautiful than the bonds we share with others? Oh, such nice sentiment. It's sappy, but nice. Indeed, it is these connections that give meaning to our lives. Connections for which I am grateful and thus compelled to advise that we return to the Agora. The counter remains unmanned and we mustn't neglect our clients. Quite right, quite right. Back to work, the lot of us. We've got new products to plan. Yeah. Let's get the frick back over there. Aw, what a really heartfelt end to that story. That was a great quest line. Let's talk to Magina. One last little scene. Camulos, on behalf of the entire boutique, allow me to thank you for all you've done. I'm ashamed to admit that in our excitement to prepare Mistress Tataru's surprise, Vasarud and I failed to prepare something for you. That's fine. And that sounds like a cue for Mistress Tataru. Oh no. What she got? Is it going to be a new outfit? I literally just got this one. Please don't be a new outfit. Oh no, it is a new outfit. Very soon, Camulos here will no doubt embark on another journey to the corners of world unknown, as he is wont to do. Give it a couple of months, yes. So, to wish you well on making new friends and to remind you of those you will always hold you in your heart, who will always hold you in their hearts, I have prepared bespoke chocobo barding. Ah, this is where you get the chocobo barding. I see. It's a damn shame chocobos are useless at this point in the game, but I'll use it anyway. Maybe this is a sign chocobos will come more useful again in Dawn Trail. Please. Please. If you would, Square Enix. Please. Let chocobos be useful again. I dare say the boutique will be embarking on its own adventure in the coming days. And with true adventure invariably comes tribulation. But with compassion, resourcefulness, and reliability, I have every confidence we shall succeed in our respective endeavors. To ever higher returns, both coin and camaraderie. Nice. Oh, and don't think just because you're running off to the other side of the world that I don't intend to solicit your future involvement, Camulos. I mean, I am going to the mysterious cities of gold, so fair. You won't escape me that easily. You cheeky bugger. I wouldn't have it any other way. There we go. That's the end of Tataru's grand endeavor. Chocobo barding and the framers kit. Aww. Well, that was very nice. I really liked that quest line. I liked the fact that it kind of brought you back to everyone, everywhere, all over the place. It really, like a lot of the other things that Endwalker's been doing in the past couple of patches, it really just wrapped up things that have been dangling for so long. It was really good. But anyway, I think we'll leave it there for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you had a good time, because I had a good time. Next time, we'll probably be tackling the Island Sanctuary final quest or the Tribal quest. We'll see. Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.